Hi folks, welcome back to the channel and to part 2 of the conundrum that I've been faced with recently. That is 0 points, no points. Can it be done, and has anyone ever done it? That's the question, and the answer is probably yes to both. But I'm going to do it anyway and show you that it is possible. If you didn't believe it. And yes, a couple of issues raised last week. The whole northern southern hemisphere thing, can it be worked out by the position of the sun in the sky? I think I think a lot of you have hit the nail on the head. If you know what season it is, what time of year it is, what time of day it is, yes, you can work out exactly where you are, but also you need to know how close you are to the equator. That's very important too, which we don't have no idea, do we? Otherwise, we'd know what country we were in. So there is that. So I think it's best not to bother with that. I mean, you could argue that you could kind of use it to sway your opinion, but I don't think it's something you can, go by as a rule of thumb. The other thing was, why did I get so far away on the... why did it appear that I was so far away on the map on the last round where I messed up? Yet I did get a point. I was only 5,000 or 6,000 miles away. That's because obviously the map stretches the more north you go, because the world is a globe, obviously. For those of you who watched my videos who didn't know that, the world is a sphere shape. To make the map look square, the top bits have to be stretched out into corners. And I don't know why I didn't think of that, but now I know. So yeah, it's best to go round the equator because you're going a lot further than it looks like on the map. Or north to south should do it, or a combination of both, even better. Anyway, with those things in mind, let's carry on and see if we can do it this time. Okay, round 1. First round. How many times have I said that? Usually I'm stressed out, but here in this format I can have a bit of fun. Right, this is the USA. Got the dotted lines in the middle of the road, yellow. Massive blue sky, not a cloud in sight. There ain't a cloud in sight. Yes, ELO, great band, Birmingham band, more importantly. So yeah, we're in the USA here. Now, let's put into practice what I've been jabbering on about then. Now we are above the equator here. Now this is important because if I'm on the equator, let's say I am there where the coast of Brazil is, and I click there, I think that would be fine, because the closer that you are to the equator, the further the distance is. And if you don't understand that, imagine if I clicked here on top of this Baffin Island, or whatever it's called, and I was there, that wouldn't be that far away, because look how far we are to the North Pole. There's the North Pole up here somewhere. So yeah, I would be very close to that, because all you'd have to do is skip over the North Pole and you'd be there. So what I'm trying to say is I need to be cautious. I don't want to go horizontally. I don't want to go for Kazakhstan. I'm very excited that you mentioned my country. That's Borat, so not racist, because it's an impression of a character. The original character might be racist. That's another thing. I don't think so, personally. But anyway, so the point is, if I can eventually get to it, I need to go across very east or west, but also go a bit south as well. So I'm going to go for the tip of India. Let's go for the very southern tip of India, which I believe is either there or there. So I'll go in the middle, to be fair. And I hope you can see my trail of thought there. So let's click there. Good. 8,707. I wasn't really paying attention to the miles in the last video. I think I was too caught up in the score. But it would have been useful to see what the cutoff point was. especially the round where I got 1 point. It would have been useful to see how many miles I was there. I think I was about 5,000 or 6,000. But yeah, I think that's I think if I'd have gone there, that would have made a big difference because, as I say, we would have been away from the equator and a lot closer. If that makes sense. If it doesn't, then you're a bit dim. Right, let's carry on. Very harsh today. Very harsh. Right. Now, look at this. Of course, we need to know where we are to even begin to contemplate the map. In the last round, I was blessed. I knew I was in the USA. But let's have a closer look at this one. Ah, we're in Spain. Venta, I was about to say, is Spanish. But ES is España. España. Good pronunciation? I don't think so. But we're in Spain. And that's great for this game because, yeah, that's gonna... Well, we've got the luxury of... well, we can pretty much click anywhere, can't we? So, Spain, if we're in Spain... Don't want to be clicking up here, look. Which is where it looks like you might want to go. But no, it's too northern. Too far from the equator. So, I'm just going to go for... You know, this place. Is that Fiji? Fiji. Let's go for Suva, Fiji. And zoom out. Let's see. Check the other side too. Yeah, I think that's miles from Spain. Which is what we want. Okay. 10,672. Wow. Spain is very far from Fiji. If you haven't learned anything useful today, then that's it. Spanish people probably don't travel to Fiji much. Right. Next one. Still on 0 points, I think. Yep, we are. Just checking. Okay. Stay with it, Tommy. Stay with it. Now this, well, there aren't as many clues in this round. Thinking Russia. I'm thinking Russia, but I'm not sure. Russia's going to be an interesting one, isn't it? Because, well, it's huge. So, if we are in Russia, which I'm probably going to end up saying we are, anything hanging from up here? Nothing down here? No Russian dolls down the drain or anything? No. Clutching at straws. I'll say Russia because, well, that's the kind of feel I'm getting. And also the telegraph pole. Yeah, I suppose that is a telegraph pole. If you can call it a pole. It's a pole with holes. Yeah. So if it's Russia, where do we go? I think it's probably over this side, but you never know. Sometimes you can be over here and it's pretty much the same terrain. So if I go perhaps for the tip of Argentina, I think that's probably my best bet. And I'll go for this place. Here's a town, Cabo de Puerto Williams. There we go. Let's go there, shall we? I don't know though. I don't know. It depends, doesn't it, where we are in Russia? If we're there, that might not be enough, you know. I wonder. Should I go here? Galapagos. Are these inhabited? I just think because it's more east to west, I might go there. But it really does depend where we are. Frigging hell. It really does depend where we are in Russia for that. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Galapagos Islands just to be exotic. Oh no. Oh, bugger it. We weren't in Russia. We were in Romania. And there we've got 7,561 points. I am sure that if I was in Russia anywhere, pretty much, possibly apart from this bit that they annexed recently, that would have been enough that for no points. Oh dear, what a shame. Do we start again? I think we've got to start again, haven't we? No, I think that's a failure. I can't just fill these videos up with more failed attempts because yeah, that the first video was a tester. That was a legitimate attempt, so I'm very sorry, folks. But the trial continues. really. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.